Fans, a reminder, the NFA is hosting an 11 concession stand tonight. They've got chips, candy, and drinks available for you. Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to tonight's NCAA boys contest between the visitors, the Minneapolis Lions, and your own Beloit Trojans. Tonight's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Spectators, officials, participants, and cheerleaders are expected to assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship while keeping the contest at a high level of competition. Good luck to both teams. In accordance with the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the NCAA League, all attendees are required to promptly wear a face covering, a mask covering the mouth and the nose while inside the facility. Failure to promptly wear a mask the entire time inside and comply with other local rules and expectations will result in spectators losing the opportunity to attend future events.
All right, welcome Minneapolis junior senior high school fans back to the Beloit Trojans Gymnasium here on January 15th, 2021. Dale Leach, Scott Oshman, Dale Henderson here to bring you the live video broadcast The Minneapolis Lions and Beloit invading the Beloit Trojans territory here. Beloit is 1-3 overall and 1-1 in league play. Minneapolis is 6-1, 2-1 in league play. You're going to say?
If you're just joining us, the Minneapolis Lady Lions come over with a great victory here in Beloit. So just let you know that.
By a score of
37-28.
37-28, first victory since 2019 over the Lady Trojans. Beloit is in a third place tie in the league and 8th in our sub-state seeding right now. Minneapolis is first in the league and they're in the first place tie in the league and number 1 seed in the sub-state. Beloit is giving up an average of 65 points a game, scoring an average of 49.8 for a minus 15.5 clip. Minneapolis is giving up 41.6, scoring 62 for a plus 20.4 clip. This is the 188th game of the series, dating way back to 1909. Beloit leads at 103-76. At Beloit, 64-26. Beloit has a 4-game winning streak in the series.
5'10" senior, number 5, Trent Meckel.
Went through the starting lineups real quick. Minneapolis, number 3, 6'2" senior Nolan White. Number 5, a 5'10" senior Trent Meckel. Number 21, a 6'3" freshman Mr. Smith, and number 30, a 6'2" senior Spencer Davidson, and back starting tonight, a 5'8" junior Riker Nelson. For the Beloit Trojans, a 6' sophomore Wyatt Brockelman. Number 1, a 6' junior Caleb Burks. Number 4, a 6'1" junior Owen Eilert. Number 5, a 5'10" junior Jackson Rexroot, and number 45, a 6'4" freshman Bryce Geisner. So he started freshman as well.
Beloit had no seniors on their squad. None whatsoever. They're just coming off an exciting win over Ellsworth here last Tuesday.
I was going to say, I thought that I'd heard that.
We'll talk more about that.
Nice job by 2 young ladies from Beloit for the national anthem. Dale, back to you.
Beloit had an exciting win over Ellsworth last Tuesday. They were down like 3 or 4 points in the fourth quarter and had a 10-0 run to take command. Ellsworth was without Paxton and maybe 1 or 2 other players, so that definitely was a disadvantage for the Bearcats. Things to note here, Brockelman, number 0, hit 6 of 8 trays for 75%.
Holy mackerel.
Number 1, Burke, had 3.
In the Ellsworth game or just overall?
In the Ellsworth game.
Oh, my goodness.
And Eilert had 10 of 10 free throws.
Wow. Ball goes back to Minneapolis to start this out, as on the outside is Mr. Smith at the top as they work it around, as they back to Spencer Davidson with the miss. Back to Beloit it goes as we will work around Burks. Back to Brockelman as they will try to move it around into the hands of Rexroth. And then back to Brockelman. Minneapolis in a man. And nice job, help defense by Trent Meckel as they were trying to go down low to their big guy. Beloit the inbounds. So working around, gets it. And stolen away. Nice job by Riker Nelson with the steal. Riker with the ball, back up to Meckel. Meckel crossover, gets it back to Spencer Davidson. Spencer will drive in, gets it back out to Nolan White. Nolan looks at a three, backs away, back to Nelson. Minneapolis back to Nolan White from the free throw line. Drives in, takes a shot off the mark, and rebound by Beloit. Beloit with the basketball back the other direction it goes. Eilert, and then stolen away by Spencer. Oh, kept alive, and it's going to be tied up. It'll be Beloit basketball as Spencer about had a steal right there. Scoreless ball game here in Beloit. Burks to inbounds, gets it to Brockelman. Brockelman gets it over to Beisner. Oh, great down, pass down low. Nelson almost picked up the charge, back to Meckel. Meckel back to Davidson. Davidson looks at a three. And there's going to be another tie-up. They'll stay with Minneapolis. So, Nelson to inbounds. So working around. Gets it to Spencer Davidson off the glass and good. Nice pass. Nice work by Spencer. Gets him fronted. Puts it in off the glass and good. 2-0 Lions with the early lead. 6:19 in the first. Ball goes back to Rexroth. Rexroth drives and tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Beloit. Nolan White with the good defense. Rexroth to inbounds. They will get it into Brockelman. Back it goes to Eilert. Eilert back to Burks. Burks back to Eilert. 3-point shot. No good. Took that out of bounds. Off of Beloit. Going to be Minneapolis basketball. We've had some Brockelmans and some Eilerts in the past. I'm assuming brothers. I'm not sure.
Brockelman, there was a girl that was very good, for sure.
Oh, nice job by Riker Nelson with the rebound. You know, Riker steps in at
6'5",
5'8", 5'8".
His big body in there.
Yeah, nice job by Riker. Gets up in here and gets that nice rebound. Foul was on Burks. First free throw's up and good. Second one coming here. Second shot is up and makes them both. 4-0 here, 5:48 in the first quarter. Brockelman with the basketball for Beloit. Picked up by White at the top. Doubled, has nothing. They look at across all the way as they work the ball around into the hands of Burks. Burks back to Brockelman. Brockelman goes back to down low. Great job by Mr. Smith. Fronts him nicely, gets the steal, back up to Trent Meckel. Meckel with the basketball. Back goes to Spencer Davidson. Spencer drives in the paint, up and good. Nice job by Spencer. Such soft hands, spinning in the lane. Puts it in. 6-0 Lions to the lead. Eilert with the basketball. Back it goes to Brockelman. Brockelman's going to drive. Gets it back to Eilert. Eilert will go back in. And can't get it. Rebounded by Davidson. Back to Meckel for three. Gets the miss, but back to Nolan White. He'll take the three, up and good. Nolan, nice three. from that side. Beloit's going to call a timeout. 9-0 early, 4:42. Lions with a nice start to this ball game. We'll take a real quick break. You're listening to CityLink TV Minneapolis.
Fans, tonight's game is being broadcast on KBSB Beloit and 1190, stereo 102.9 MHz, KBSB FM 105.5. KBSB TV cable channels 171 and 173 on Cutting Cable. If you want to get CD copy of tonight's game, call KBSB at 75-738-2206.
Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Says
backcourt.
No, they tipped the ball, so it should have.
Oh, yeah.
So stays with, gets the, good hustle by Minneapolis. They can't quite get it. Defensive wise down low, good hustle, but it will stay with Beloit. I believe that's the right call, Dale, if it's tipped.
Yeah, any kind of a defensive interference like that, the backcourt is off.
Yep. Beloit will inbounds as they get it down low. Great front there by Brody Vance as it will stay with Minneapolis, or stay with Beloit. Quinn Eilert, a freshman, checks in for Beloit. As well as number 35, Maddox Walters, another freshman. So they've got some young kids that will be coming up. 3 freshmen have already played. And that will be out of bounds off of, oh no, so it is off Minneapolis. Off of Nolan White.
Oh, that's only a point in no direction.
He'll stay with Beloit here. The inbounds. They get it into Waters. Waters picks up his dribble, gets it back over to Burks. Burks guarded by Nelson. Nelson and Vance checked in. And we got a pushing foul on, I believe, John Nelson.
Personal foul on Minneapolis, number 12, John Nelson. It's his first
team foul. Beloit the inbounds underneath their own bucket. You get to Waters. Waters gets it up. Brockelman takes the shot up. No good. Rebounded by Nolan White. Back to John Nelson. John,
Our first turnover.
First turnover as we just got a little too quick on that. 3:32 left to go in the first. 9-0. Minneapolis with the lead. Brockelman back to Eilert. Eilert, high screen set by Beloit. Eilert works all his way around and gets it back to Brockelman. Brockelman, good ball handling, gets it back to Burks. Burks will take a shot from the free throw line, up and good. Gets his first points of the night for Beloit, 9-2. Spencer Davidson. Back to Nolan White. Nolan off the glass, no good, and rebounded by Brockelman. Brockelman back the other direction. And shot by Eilert, up and good. He's a lefty, guys. Drops it in with the lefty, 3-point shot. 9-5, Beloit back into it. Nice pass down low, great feed, great finish by Brody Vance. Nice feed by Trent Meckel. That was nice. Minneapolis gets back up here to 11-5, and we will have the and one opportunity here. John Nelson will come out. Riker checks back in. The and one chance here right here. Shot is up and can't get it to fall. Beloit comes down with the rebound. Back the other direction in the hands of Eilert. Eilert back to his to another Eilert, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Beloit Minneapolis basketball. And checking back in will be Mr. Smith for Brody Vance.
I'm going to assume those Eilers are probably the coach's sons.
Well, that's what I would guess. So, they're at least close relation. Ball goes back to Spencer Davidson out on the outside. Back to Trent Meckel in the paint. Up and good. Nice job, Trent Meckel. Nice little runner in the paint. Gets it to fall. Minneapolis increases their lead 13-5. Brockelman with the basketball back to Eilert. Eilert will drive. Can't get it. Rebounded by Davidson. Davidson back the other direction. And loses it out of bounds. Back to Beloit it goes. Checking back in for Beloit is Caleb Burks as he checks in for Owen Eilert. 13-5, 1:52 here in the first. Riker Nelson with some good defense right there on Burks. Shot up and good by Burks. So they drive the paint, get it in. Spencer Davidson off the mark, rebounded by Burks back the other direction. And 13-7, Beloit deep three-pointer by, and that's going to be a foul. Yeah, they said push off the back on Aerosmith. Logan Aerosmith. His brother was a pretty good ball player. Back it goes to Minneapolis. Meckel, a deep three off the mark, rebounded by Nolan White. Nolan back to Meckel. Meckel, shot, can't get it, rebounded by Riker Nelson back to Spencer Davidson, and Spencer puts it in. That's an unusual. Riker Nelson with the rebound. Gets it back out. Dishes it out to Davidson. 54 seconds left. And that's going to be a turnover. That's it. Nice job. Nice job by the defense by Riker Nelson. Guys, if you want to see some good overall defense, Riker does well.
Yeah, he's extremely quick and uses that to his definite advantage to maintain that defensive pressure.
Brody will check in for Spencer. 15-7, 48 seconds left. Nolan inbounds to John Nelson. John back to Brody. Brody gets it to Riker. Shot is up off the mark. Mr. Smith with the rebound. Can't get it. And comes down with it is Eilert. Eilert back in the corner to Brockelman. Brockelman back to the top to Eilert. Eilert in the corner to Aerosmith as they work it around. 19 seconds left. Good ball penetration. Took that bounce. It'll be off of Minneapolis. 14 seconds. 15-7. Lions with the lead. Checking in for Beloit is Caleb Burks as well as Bryce Beisner. Also checking in is number 24 for Minneapolis as Jonathan Lowe will check in for Nolan White. They will inbounds. And they get it to Aerosmith. Aerosmith will have a chance. Oh, good outlet pass. 3-point shots hit. And that should be out of bounds, Minneapolis basketball. 6 seconds left. And they will get back in. Brody Vance will come out as well as Mr. Smith and Riker Nelson checking back in. So on the floor will be Jonathan Lowe, Trent Meckel, John Nelson, Nolan White, and Spencer Davidson. And they'll bring it down. 6 seconds left. 3-point shot is up and good. Nice job by Trent Meckel. Drains the three off balance, folks, as that's a big three. His first three of the night. His 5th point, I believe. 18. That score's not right, is it?
Yes. Oh, no, not 24. 18-7.
18-7. I was going to say, I didn't think that was, I'll take it, but I don't think that's right. So we'll take a break. You're listening to Minneapolis High School Basketball here on CityLink TV, Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's all history there, Scott. A 9-point buzzer beater.
Yeah.
New rule in basketball.
Yeah. I did not know we had that. Beloit will have it as it starts the second quarter. And they will get it into, they got a new player in there. I'll get you a name here in a second, Beloit does. 3-point shot up and no good. Rebounded by Mr. Smith. Back to John Nelson. John will bring it down. Back to Nolan White. Nolan travels with it. So Beloit gets a new player in. Noah Gersner, a 5'7" freshman. So Beloit has the basketball. So Eilert with the basketball. They get it to Beisner. Beisner double teamed, and there's close. Nope, good job. And great job by Nolan White on the defense. They had a good look down low, and Nolan just fronts him enough to tip it out of bounds. He'll stay with Beloit. Ball goes. Spencer Davison whistled with the over-the-back call.
He tried to sneak in a reach around and a reach on.
So, Beloit to inbounds, and that's going to be out of bounds. And Beloit throws it out of bounds. Minneapolis has it. I'm not sure. Derry was pretty upset about something. I didn't see what that would have been.
Somebody apparently was not in the defensive position that they wanted them, I guess. Worked out
goes back to Nolan White for three. Shot is up and off the mark and rebounded by Rexworth. It goes to Beloit to Burks. Burks drives all the way in and gets the bucket. 18-9. Spencer Davison on the outside gets it down low, and we're going to turn it over. And Beloit has the ball back the other direction. And a three-point shot, and the freshman hits it. You wonder, 5'7", you got to figure he's a shooter, and he hits one there. Beloit back. And nice job by Spencer Davidson to muscle that one in. Guys, he had bodies all over him, and he gets the bucket to go.
Foul on Beloit's number 20, Noah Gersner, his first, team fourth.
And checking back in will be Brody Vance, as well as Riker Nelson, and Mr. Smith and John Nelson will come out.
Yeah, it was a nice job by Spencer using strength to get that back up, but that's a senior versus freshman.
Yeah. Should have been a lane violation there, guys. No call. Unless we went in the lane first. Both Brody and another kid were in the lane. But Brody must have gone in first. Eilert with the basketball in the paint. Goes back to Rexford. Back to Aerosmith. Three-point shot off the mark. Rebounded by Riker Nelson. Riker gets it up to Nolan White. Back to Trent Meckel for three. Can't get it to fall. And we're going to have a tie-up. Fortunately, both hands are on that as he'll stay with us. Minneapolis to inbounds. 20-12. Ball goes into Spencer Davison in the paint, up and good. Nice pass. Great finish by Spencer. That one went over the top, back side of the lane. Spencer finishes at 22-12. Ball goes into the hands of Burks. Burks back to Rexford. Rexford. High. Defense double team at the top. Nothing. Pulls it back. Eilert. And that's going to be a travel? Yes, it is. Be a turnover back to Minneapolis. Now, guys, they have some youth coming. That's kind of 4 freshmen they played so far. So, if I'm seeing that right.
They had a very good 8th grade squad last year, Scott.
Well, that would explain it. So, comes in cycles sometimes.
Yep. I watched them demolish us.
Nolan White for three. Up and good. Nice job, Nolan, as he hits the three from the outside. as they were working around. Off the mark was Eilert. Back at Spencer Davidson with the rebound. Back it goes to Trent Meckel. Trent back to Nolan White. Nolan into Brody Vance in the paint. Back to Trent Meckel for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Nolan White. Up and good. Nolan has such a nice, pretty, even shot from about anywhere on the court. When he's in rhythm, he's in rhythm, and nice shot right there. Ball in the hands of Brockelman. Brockelman stolen away into Riker Nelson. Riker up, can't get it, and lays it off the glass a little too hard. Back it goes. Great job by Riker Nelson to pick his pocket on Brockelman, and then Brockelman gets mad and goes over and fouls him back the other direction. Checking in for Minneapolis will be number 23, Kobe Rice, as he checks in for Trent Meckel. Also checking in for Beloit, number 35, Maddox Waters. Riker Nelson with the basketball. Spencer Davidson in the paint. Back to Kobe Rice for three. Off the mark and kicks it back out. Colton stolen away by Riker Nelson. Riker back to Nolan White for three. Off the mark, but he's going to get his own rebound. And can't get it to lay it in. Nice job. Had a good look. 27-12, Lions with the lead. Eilert with the basketball. Three-point shot by Beloit, up and good by Caleb Burks. Spencer Davidson on the outside. Crossover gets it back to top to Nolan White. He'll take the open three. Can't get it, but Brody Vance with a great hustle. It'll be off of him. It'll stay with Beloit. Go to Beloit. Checking in will be Mr. Smith, as well as Trent Meckel for Nolan White and Brody Vance. So 3:19, 27-15. Lions up by 12. Little breather as the official has to chase down the basketball. So Beloit to inbounds. Minneapolis with a full-court press. Eilert with the basketball. And stolen away by Rice. Back up to Meckel. Meckel to Mr. Smith in the paint, up and good. Nice look, nice finish by Mr. Beloit calls a timeout. I like how we see the floor, guys, and that is something which is ironic for these kids to be able to step in, especially the younger ones like Mr. Smith. He's not played with some of these guys, but these seniors see the floor so well to be able to get that ball in the right place. But it takes being ready to catch that ball. Yeah. And Mr. was in the right spot, be looking, and he was there. Nice job. 29-15, Minneapolis with the lead. As we will take a real quick break. You'll be right back.
In for the first time tonight, Daniel Watson.
Beloit has the ball. Minneapolis pick up a full court press. Good double team by Minneapolis there. Ball goes in the high post back to Eilert. Eilert takes the deep three. No good. Rebound by Beloit. Kept alive. It goes back to Burks back to Eilert. Eilert back to Eilert. Eilert for three, open. He's off the mark, rebounded by Meckel. Meckel with the basketball. Nice hustle right there, but just can't get it. But we come away with the rebound as Daniel Watson Mr. Smith in the paint, and it's good. Nice job by Mr. as he spins to the left and goes in. Nice job by the freshman. 29-15. That was 31-15, sorry. Eilert's first. Checking in will be Spencer Davidson and Nolan White as Daniel and Colby come out. Shot is up and good as he makes it. And checking in will be John Nelson as he checks in for Riker.
And he's a post player that can hit free throws. Isn't that wonderful?
It's nice. Nice to see. They didn't put that points on the board, did they?
Not yet.
Still haven't.
There it is.
Okay, thank you. Layup is good by Waters as Beloit runs the floor, gets the layup. We're going to go into the one-on-one here as Beloit fouls Nolan White. It's 32-17, 2:12 here in the first half.
Number 11, Quinn Eilert is his second, team 7.
So
Nolan, a 60% free throw shooter.
Shot is up and good by Nolan. He'll have another one coming. Checking back in for Beloit is number 20, Noah Gerstner. Second one is up, and he makes them both. And Brody Vance will check in for Mr. Smith. Also the advantage of having 3 posts. Well, we had 3 posts last year, but it's just a nice advantage to have that ability. Beloit with the ball, full court press by Minneapolis. Eilert, back it goes to Burks. And then stolen away by Minneapolis. Nolan White have numbers here. In the paint, no good. And rebounded by Brody. Brody pulls it away. Trent Meckel on the outside. Back it goes to Spencer Davidson. 148. Spencer takes the shot. Can't get it. Brody Vance with a great rebound. Oh, good job by Brody. Just couldn't put it in. Brody's got a nice little touch, but he just couldn't get it to fall.
I thought he was going to get that.
34-17. Brockelman with the basketball. Back to Eilert. Eilert will drive. Brody takes the charge. No call. Back it goes to John Nelson. John. And they're going to call. Jump ball. Okay. Jump ball's called. 34-17. It'll turn over back to Beloit. 1:21 left to go here in the first half. Brockelman picks it up and gets it over to Burks. Burks will drive in. And that's going to be a blocking foul by Brody Vance. Sorry, Brody. It's a good acting, but it wasn't quite there. So Brody will check out as Daniel Watson comes back in. One thing, Brody's not afraid to take those, and sometimes he gets them. He's had more than most this year. Shot is up and no good by Burks. So 109 here in the first half. 34-17, Lions with the lead. Second shot is up, and he gets that one to fall. 34-18. 109 here in the first half, Lions with the lead. Meckel with the basketball. Crosses the timeline, gets it to John Nelson, back to Meckel. Open 3. Can't get it, and rebounded by Beloit. Back in the hands of Burks. Burks picked up by Nelson. Burks is going to drive all the way in. Gerstner back to Brockelman. Brockelman back to Burks for 3. Off the mark. And, come on, guys. And we missed that one. 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Davidson. Davidson back it goes to Nolan White. Back to Meckel. John Nelson. And John puts it in. Nice job by Nelson to drive the paint and get it to fall. 22 seconds, 36-18. Ball in the hands of Beloit stolen away by Spencer Davidson. Spencer back to Nolan White. Up and good. Nice job by the Lions. Spencer Davidson to Nolan. Very unselfish play by both players. 4 seconds left. Brockelman with the basketball. He's got an open three. Puts it up. No good. And that won't count as the back shot goes off. 38-18. The Lions have a great second quarter. And we will be back with some stats as Minneapolis goes into half 38-18. We'll be right back.
Okay, welcome back here for our little wrap-up of first half. Minneapolis out to a 38-18, 20-point lead in the half. The Lions outscored Beloit 18-7 in the first quarter and 20-11 in the second quarter. I have us down for 21 rebounds compared to their 16. And 5 turnovers compared to their 12. They do have 13 defensive boards on us, which kind of frosts me a little bit because that takes away a lot of opportunity for us to get some second chance points.
Some of those rebounds, though, I will just throw it in. And we've missed some open threes, and they bounced just right, and they've gotten a lot of those defensive rebounds. So. Dale?
Okay, scoring-wise at the half, Minneapolis is being led by Nolan White with 12. Spencer Davidson has 10. Trent Meckel and Mr. Smith both have 5. And Brody Vance, John Nelson, and Riker Nelson each have 2 points to round out our scoring. Beloit is being led in scoring at the half by Caleb Burks with 10. Owen Island has 3. And Noah Gerstner and Maddox Waters each have 2. The Lions are 5 out of 7 from the free throw line, and Beloit is 1 out of 2.
Cool. You know, Dale, just a couple things that just looking at this that I've noticed. When we take our time, I guess so to speak, we get down there and are in our offense, we can see the ball pretty well. We can move the ball pretty well. Sometimes I want to see us keep that pace going. I want to see us keep that upbeat. But when you get into that half-court offense, we've got a nice tendency to be able to get those balls in the right place. Now, the offense and the speed, I think, does create some additional havoc for other teams, and I hope we keep that going throughout the year. But just looking at that half-court set, we've got some kids that can pass the ball, and we tend to see it very well, too.
Well, yes, this is a group that, since their junior high days have, they love to run and push the ball, and they're very good at it. And I would agree with you, when we are under control, our ball movement is second to none. We see each other very well. We're very unselfish, and we do a really nice job of, setting each other up. Like once in a while, just because of the pace, I think we do try to, force some shots sometimes that just really are not there. But I would agree with you. This is the pace I feel like these guys need to play at, and it just brings out the best that they have.
Yeah.
Overall tonight, you're seeing the results of a very experienced team playing a young team, very young team, and I love the way we're defending their three-point shooters. They're getting some shots off, but they look like desperation shots, and they've hit one, maybe two three-pointers.
Yeah, the three-pointers they've hit have been, for lack of a better term, they've been hurried. But I would agree with you there too, Dale, that you can definitely tell that our experience, and just our, like I said, like on that one rebound where Spencer just basically took the ball away and took two kicks to the bucket with him. That's the difference between a senior and a freshman.
Definitely. All right, well, there's basketball tomorrow in Minneapolis on Saturday, the 16th, but the boys won't be playing. COVID-19 protocol issues are keeping the Republic County boys at home. But we will have girls basketball at 2 o'clock against Republic County. That's the varsity. And then after that will be a junior varsity game. And we're scheduled to carry both of those on City Link TV. I told Ryan Mortimer as well, but the Chiefs aren't playing tomorrow, so I guess I could do that.
There are other teams playing in the playoffs, Scott, so some of us just casual fans might like to enjoy those as well.
If the Chiefs were playing tomorrow, it would have been a very difficult choice for me to make.
Well, no, you can't see it, but I'm sporting my Cowboys mask, even though my Cowboys are really bad this year. So.
The Cowboys couldn't even be the best of the least.
Yeah, exactly. So, you just love a team, and even though they're terrible, you just still...
Well, my attitude, Scott, is it's nice to have the Chiefs to fall back on when the Cowboys aren't doing okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, unfortunately, Dale, I can't do that because my other real team is the Broncos, and you just cannot quote root for the Chiefs when you're a Broncos fan. It just doesn't happen.
I imagine.
Yeah, back in your days of Bird City out in western Kansas, that was your team out there. That's the Broncos were a western Kansas team, man.
You bet. That's what I always told people when we lived in Bird City. It said that we lived in Kansas, but we actually were closer to Colorado.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, up next for the guys next week will be playing in the 51st annual Adolph Rupp basketball tournament in Halstead. Your Lions are the number 2 seed with a 6-1 record.
I don't know if you noticed this or not. Flip of the coin, we could have been the 3 seed and had Andale first round. We were 6-1, and so was Cheney.
I hadn't noticed that.
So we've been having Andale in our. It's been rough for a few years, but
we can still get them.
We can still get them in the second round, yeah.
Minneapolis will open play Monday night at 5:30 p.m. versus number 7 Winfield, who's 1-6, and we beat them like the last 2 or 3 games. But I tell you what, Scott, I looked at their scores this morning. And they haven't been getting beat by much, so they
might
have a better team.
Yeah, I think they do, and I think they play some bigger schools.
Oh yeah, they play 4A schools.
So you can't overlook that by any means.
Yeah.
So
the number 1 seeded team is Haven at 7-1. As Scott says, third seed is Cheney 6-1. A coin flip apparently gave us that. If we beat Winfield, we'll play the winner of the Cheney Andale game on Friday afternoon at 5:30. If we lose, we'll play Thursday afternoon. Minneapolis finished 5th last year. No, 6th and lost in overtime.
Lost in overtime, yep. We went back and looked at to see, and we lost in overtime.
Rose Hill. And the Haven Wildcats, number 1 seed, are the defending champions. They beat Cheney in the championship game last year. Andale was 3rd. Garden playing 4th. And I just saw this looking around too. Spencer Davidson was named the alternative team last year. All academic team was Derek Friel and Spencer Davidson.
Trent Meckel to set this up for the Minneapolis Lions. Back to Mr. Smith, into Spencer Davidson in the paint, back to Meckel for 3. And it's good. Nice job. And way to start the second half. Open 3. Meckel squares it in, drains it, 41-18.
Very nice ball movement on that possession. Got the ball inside and then right back out.
Near steal by Nolan White. Rosner brings it back the other direction. Back to Brockman, back to Burks. Burks takes the quick 3, and he hits one off balance, but hits it. And Beloit answers with that one. Riker Nelson with the basketball. Back to Trent Meckel. Trent back into Spencer Davidson. Down low to Riker, up and great pass. Great cut by Riker Nelson, and Spencer puts it on a dime and puts it in as Riker Nelson.
Hit the big guy underneath the basket there.
Ball goes back to Burks, back to Beisner. Beisner with the basketball, and stolen away by Meckel, back the other direction. And he can't get it, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds and off of Minneapolis. Was expecting a little contact down there and just couldn't get it to fall. Back it goes to Beloit. 43-21, 6:51 here in the third quarter. Burks with the basketball, back to Rosner. Rosner back to Beisner, and stolen away by Spencer Davidson. Spencer, another missed layup for the Lions as we missed 2 opportunities at the bucket. Beisner with the basketball. Shot from the corner, off the mark, rebounded by Nolan White. Nolan back the other direction it goes. And another off-balance shot, but Mr. Smith gets the putback after the miss by Nolan. Back it goes to Brockman. Brockman for Beloit, and Mr. tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with Beloit. Checking in for Beloit is Quinn Eilert, 5'10" freshman. Beloit the inbounds. Gets it up to Burks. Burks. And stolen away by Minneapolis, Nolan White. Nolan pulls it back down. And that's going to be a foul on Nolan. They just got a tip there and was able to steal it away from him. First foul on Nolan, first team foul. Burks with the basketball, back to Quinn Eilert. Eilert here on the right-hand side, gets it back to Burks. Burks back to Beisner. Shot is up, no good, and rebounded by Quinn Eilert. He puts it in. So rebound back, and we drive it in, and we call a timeout. So 30-second timeout called by Minneapolis, as we'll just keep it here.
Yeah.
45-23. Beloit and Minneapolis here. Minneapolis coming out with some nice shots. They've increased the lead, but Beloit's answered. They've had a couple putbacks and had a 3.
We also, have not taken advantage of a couple of steals early. Missed a couple of layups that would really have us off and running.
Yeah. Back it goes into the hands of Minneapolis. with the ball. John Nelson on the outside. And bucket down low by the Lions is good. Spencer with the bucket. Dale, I'm going to let you take this for just a second.
All right. Burks across the timeline, guarded by Nelson. 3-point shot by number 11 is not there. Vance with the rebound. Out to Nelson, down to Davidson. On the fast break, he pulls it back. Cross court, intercepted.
Stolen away by John Nelson. Brody Vance in the paint.
Oh! Behind by Bryson.
Yeah. Back. He'll stay with Minneapolis. Spencer Davidson to inbounds. Gets it into Nolan White. Off the mark. And rebounded by Beloit. Back it goes to Burks. Brooks and Spencer. Brody Vance with the steal. And gets the finish. Nice job, Brody, as he did a nice job of getting the steal at the top there. Ran the floor very well, guys.
Take it to the hoops, big fella.
Brooks with the basketball. John Nelson with the defense. And that's going to be a travel by Beloit. Brody Vance with a good defense on Beisner. And he'll stay with, he'll go back to Minneapolis. 49-23, 4:31 in the third quarter.
Two really good defensive trips there for Brody. Great position and got a layup and a turnover.
Spencer Davidson.
Then he got a 3-second call.
Won't bag on him anymore.
3-second violation by the Lions. Brody Vance in the paint.
He was all fired out after that run out.
Well, he didn't think he was in the paint. So 4:20 left to go in the third quarter, 49-23. Brooks with the basketball, John Nelson with the defense. Ball goes back to Brooks. Great drive by Brooks. Nice job as the junior threads the needle, goes in and finishes it. You know, I thought they had some juniors on the squad last year. I was kind of surprised they had no seniors. Nice shot by Nolan White as he puts it in. Back it goes to Beloit. 51-25. Eiler with the basketball. And got Brody Vance with the push.
Unlike this guy, what I remember is that I thought their junior class was very comparable to our junior class.
Yeah, I just was really shocked at that. I knew they had 8 seniors on that squad last year, but I really thought there was some juniors that were comparable to ours. So off the mark, and that's going to be another foul by Minneapolis. We will send them to the line. I think that's on Mister. We'll see for sure. Nope, Nolan White. Second foul.
13 fouls, 0 fouls for the Trojans here.
So Eilert at the line. Shot is up and good as Owen Eilert drops it in. The 6'1" junior. You have another one coming here.
He hit 10 of 10 free throws last Tuesday.
And misses that. Rebounded by Mr. Smith.
Kirsting.
Nice job. Spencer Davidson. Down to Riker Nelson in the paint. Spencer's had at least 4 assists that I can remember. And gets another one right there. Nice job by Spencer. Ball goes back to Burks. Burks will drive. Kicks it back out to Eilert. Eilert back. 3-point shot up off the mark. Rebounded by Colby Rice. Back to Nolan White. Nolan off the glass. Can't get it. Mr. Smith gets the rebound and the putback. Nice job by Mr. Gets in the air and puts it in while he's in the air. Timeout called by Beloit. 55-26 is your score. 3:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Minneapolis with the lead. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Dale Henderson, Dale Leach, myself, Scott Oshman, as the Lions have a commanding lead, 55-26, 3:03 left to go. It's Mr. Smith nearly gets the steal right there, and it will stay with Beloit. Great anticipation by Mr. Beloit the inbounds. They will get it to Burks to set this up. Minneapolis drops back into his zone. And that's going to be a foul on Trent Meckel.
Personal foul, Minneapolis, number 5, Trent Meckel. His
First foul on Trent. Fourth team foul. Beloit yet to have a foul here in the second half. I think they had more fouls than us in the first half. Can't remember for sure. Shot is up and good by Eilert. And he'll have another one coming. Did you say he missed his first one? He's been perfect since? Or no, he missed.
Well, he got 10 of 10 against Ellsworth, and I don't know exactly what his sequence is here. But he did miss one there a little while ago.
Riker Nelson whistled with the travel. That's a travel. 55-28.
He's an 87% free throw shooter. I know that.
Ball in the hands of Waters. Waters back to Eilert. And he will go back to the line. So that's where he gets a lot of his points, as he dribbles in and gets those backside. So shot is up and no good. Checking in will be Brody Vance, John Nelson, Nolan White, and well as Dylan Cozart. Staying on the floor will be Trent Meckel. Shot is up and he gets that one to fall. Ball goes back to Meckel. Meckel back to Nolan for three. Off the mark and rebounded by Burks. Burks and Beloit back the other direction. Yeah, nice job. Trent Meckel just knew it was coming, and he just got leveled. Nice job. First foul of the second half for Beloit, but second foul for Burks. Nice job by Trent Meckel. You know that's coming. You're just going to think, okay, hold still.
Did I put my mouthpiece in?
And stolen away is the basketball back the other direction. Eilert missed, rebounded by John Nelson. So a couple turnovers, and another one. So we talk about anticipation. Well, we didn't have the anticipation on that one. So
Mr. Cozart is in the game.
Burks drives in, back out to Eilert, and back it goes to his brother, kicks it back out to Burks. Burks will drive in, back to, rebound by Cozart, back to Meckel, up to John Nelson, up to Brody Vance, kicks out to Nolan White for three. Good. Great ball movement by Minneapolis. 5 different passes on that, and great job as we get the nice look. Dylan Cozart with the rebound. Back he goes to Trent Meckel. 58-29, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Be back to stay with Minneapolis. Spencer Davidson getting ready to check back in as he comes in for Brody Vance. And we'll stay with Minneapolis here. Get it into Trent Meckel. Trent into Spencer Davidson in the paint. Up, no good. Rebounded by Beloit. Beloit comes back with the basketball. Eilert back to Brockelman. Brockelman back to Burks. Burks back to Eilert for three. Up and good. So Quinn Eilert gets a three. 58-32, 39 seconds left. Ball goes down. Should be kick in Minneapolis.
Personal foul on Beloit, number 2, Logan Aerosmith.
Aerosmith's second personal foul. Minneapolis ball underneath their own bucket here.
Just the second team foul.
John Nelson to pull the trigger. Nolan White. Can't get it. Nice job, Dylan Kozart. Dylan Kozart with the great rebound, and he gets the putback. Nice job by Dylan right there, guys.
That is third rebound since he's been in the game here the last few minutes.
Foul will be on Quinn Eilert at the line. Shot is up and no good. 60-32 is your score. Minneapolis with the lead. 23 seconds left. Brooks with the basketball. Great job. Quickly pulls it up. Rebounded by Meckel. Meckel back to Davidson. 14 seconds. Back to John Nelson. And they're going to get a foul called going in. They're going to call it on the floor. And that's going to be on Quinn Eilert, his second. 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. 60-32. Lions with a nice lead. Checking him back in for Beloit's Jackson Rexert. Gets it into Spencer Davidson. Spencer in the lane, up and no good. And Dylan Kozart and him battling. They're going to get the tie up. Nice job. Good call by the official, Dale, because they were both battling. Dylan had a little, but they didn't call a foul. They called a tie-up.
That's what I was afraid they were going to do, is call a foul.
Yep. Shot is up, no good. And that's your score, 60-32 at the end of 3. Minneapolis increases their lead. We'll take a break. Minneapolis with the lead going into 4, 60-32. You're listening to CityLinkTV.com. Minneapolis, as well as tape delayed on Channel 20, Eagle Communication. Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Lines the lead. Brody Vance back to Riker Nelson. Back to Brody Vance. They look down low to Mister. They have it in the low block. Mister kicks it out to John Nelson. John back to Watson. Into Brody in the paint. No good. And that's going to be over the back by Mister. So we go back the other direction. So they are in the bonus now. So at the line, guess who? Eilert. So 60-32, 7:39 here in the ball game. Eilert at the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Shot is up, and he gets that one to fall. Got another one here. Shot is up and no good. And we missed the rebound. Luckily we get it on the backside as Watson comes down with it back to Brody Vance. Brody. And we turn the ball over. So Brody tried to go down to Mister, and they did a nice job on the defensive side. And boy, it's going to be their basketball. Spencer Davis getting ready to check back in for the Lions.
Today for Minneapolis, number 30, Spencer Davidson.
Beloit to inbounds. They go back at top into the hands of Burks. Burks picked up by Riker Nelson, picks up his dribble. Nice job by Mister. Ball goes back around. Eilert for three. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Mister. Back it goes to John Nelson. John, and he's going to get fouled going in. So, foul is on Eilert. On the floor, they call it. His second foul, 5th team foul. Minneapolis to inbounds. Riker Nelson to pull the trigger. Into Spencer in the paint. Can't get it. Spencer's missed an opportunity right there. Back it goes to Gerstner. Back to Burks. Burks with the basketball as he will drive in. Eilert picked up by Davidson. Back it goes to Gerstner. Gerstner at the top. Good defense by the Lions. Burks deep three and puts it in. Wow, that was a deep one, and he squares up and takes a shot on the catch and release. 60-36. Riker back to Mr. Smith from the free throw line, banks it in. I think he called that. 62-36. Beloit with the basketball. And it's in the hands of Beisner. And he picks up his dribble, gets it to Burks. There you go. Nice job, Spencer, as Burks lowers the shoulder into Spencer. And that will come back the other direction. 16 foul. Checking in for Beloit is Brockelman, as well as Quinn Eilert, as well as number 35, Waters. Also checking back in for Minneapolis is Nolan White and Trent Meckel. So on the floor with them is Riker Nelson, Mr. Smith, and Spencer Davidson. Got your starters back on the floor for the Lions. Back to Nolan White. Nolan on the outside, down low to Spencer, off the glass and good. Nice job as they feed Spencer in the low block. The left hand, as he's a lefty, puts it in. Nice job. 5:36, 64-36. Ball goes back to Burks. Shot is up, and he makes that one fall. 64-38. Burks has got to have quite a few points.
20,
yeah. Beloit comes there at the rebound after the miss by Meckel. And it's kept alive. Brockelman takes a shot up, no good. Rebound by Smith. Back to Riker Nelson. 5:07. Riker with the basketball. Back to Nolan White. Nolan looks down low to Mr. Smith. Up and good. Nice job. Great feed by Nolan. Great finish by Mr. Smith. 66-38. And that'll be tipped out of bounds. And Minneapolis will get in Daniel Watson, Brody Vance, Colby Rice, as well as Dylan Cozart. And it looks like Mr. Smith will stay on the floor with them. So 4:47 left to go. 66-38. Beloit with the basketball. Ooh, nice job by Mister to step in.
He was going for the block and got a foul. Yep. Good denial.
And at the line will be Caleb Burks.
Burks is another 80-some% free throw shooter for the Trojans.
Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Mr. Smith. Up to Colby Rice. Colby down to Cozart. Cozart back to Colby. Into Brody in the paint. Down low, they look at it. Nice job by Daniel. Can't get it. Nice rebound by Dylan Cozart on the backside. He gets, I think, his 4th point of the night. So I thought he had scored earlier.
Yes, that is correct. That is his 4th.
Oh, nice job by Minneapolis with the steal by Mister, and he gets it off the ground and puts it in. Great hustle by Mr. Smith, guys. He got the steal, was on the floor, still got up, and managed to get that and put it in.
And it's now a running clock. It should be a running clock.
No, 32.
Yeah, 30 points in the fourth quarter. Shows the running.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Unless refs called a timeout.
Checking in is Jonathan Lowe checks in for Minneapolis. Nice job by Mister. He comes out. Minneapolis, good to be able to come into Beloit and get a win. Brody Vance with the rebound. Granted, we got 3:47, but a nice lead. Colby Rice in the paint, up and good. Nice job. Great finish by Colby. Colby's been struggling, guys, and it's good to see him get some points. That'll give him a little bit of confidence. He's kind of been struggling a little bit. And shot up and no good. Rebounded by Brody Vance. Back to Colby Rice. Colby back the other direction. Colby back to Brody. Brody back to Watson. Shot is up and Daniel drops it. Nice job by Daniel Watson as he's starting to get back to his basketball abilities. Nice job. 3:09 left to go. 74-38. Eilert for three. No good. Rebounded by Lowe. Lowe up to Rice. Rice. And they're going to check in. Minneapolis will get a couple other players in. As checking in will be number 33, Colton Johnson, a 6'1" junior, as well as number 14, Colton Hoppy, a 6' junior for the Lions. Watson can't get it in the paint. Shot is up, no good. And that's going to be a foul back the other direction.
Foul on Lowe, I think.
74-38, and Dale, you're right. It is run clock. I thought it was 35 points for some reason. So shows how much I remember.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
I wondered. I couldn't figure that one out either. Shot is up and good by the freshman Quinn Eilert. And he'll have another one coming. Shot is up and gets both of them to fall. Oh, Rice with the basketball. 2 minutes left, 74-40. Back it goes to Johnson. Johnson to Hoppy. Hoppy up and he's going to get whistled with the charge. So Colton Hoppy, a junior, gets whistled with the charge. Beloit with the basketball. Brockelman brings it down, drives all the way in, pulls it out, takes the shot, no good, and that's going to be out of bounds after the air ball. 123. Nice job by the Lions tonight. Exciting to come into Beloit and get a victory. Anytime you can do that, it's a win. Big win. Colby Rice drives in, pulls it back out, takes the shot. Off the mark, rebounded by Beloit back the other direction. As they work around to Brockelman back to Aerosmith. Deep three, off the mark, rebounded by Rice. 48 seconds left. Rice will bring it down to set it up, 74-40. Hoppy down to Watson, shot is off the mark. Lost his footing on that, I think. Either that or the officials want to go home. Eilert, and then tipped out of bounds off of Minneapolis as Daniel Watson drops some nice defense.
25 seconds.
Ball goes in to the top to Brockelman. Brockelman back to Goshner. 3-point by Eilert. Up and in and out. No good. Rebounded by Lowe. 9 seconds left. Lowe will bring it down to set this up. Nice job by the Lions to come away with the victory tonight. 74-40. Great victory on the road for the Lions here in Beloit. So Minneapolis comes away with the victory, 74-40. We'll take a break and we'll be back with some stats and closing comments. Minneapolis comes away with the victory. We'll be back.
First of all, I got a little gloating to do here.
Okay, gloat away.
Well, if you've been watching tonight, you witnessed some history. This is the first sweep of the Minneapolis Lions, girls and boys, over Beloit since December 12, 2006. So it's been a little while.
That's been a while.
And even bigger, this is the first sweep of the girls and boys over Beloit in Beloit in 38 years.
38 years.
January 14th, 1983.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
The girls and the boys won up here together in a sweep.
And what year was that again?
1983.
1983.
January
Wow.
1983.
Wow.
And I don't have all the records with me here, but this 34-point win is the biggest over Minneapolis in a long time over Beloit. Some of the biggest games in recent memory, February 15 when Beloit was number 2 ranked, we beat them by 16 here in Beloit. 12 points in 04 and 16 points in 04, February of 04. That other one was in December of 04. And so I don't have any more records back to 34 points is the biggest spread in a long time for the Minneapolis Lions guys. So congratulations.
That's exciting.
Nice tip-off here to get ready for competition in Halstead at the Adolph Rupp Arena.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back with some final words.
Dale just said this is the first time we've swept them here since 1985 up here.
1985 or
83.
83. Okay, 83. So, and then you says 06 was the last time we'd done it. And that was in Minneapolis. That's pretty cool.
Well, welcome back for our wrap-up show. The Lions led by quarters, 18-7. Outscored them 20-11 in the second quarter. Outscored them 22-14 in the third, and in the final stanza, 14-6.
Nice balance there. Nice balance in scoring. So, Dale.
Okay, individual offensive stats. The Lions, again, nice balance, and three guys in double-figure scoring, led by Nolan White with 17, Mr. Smith with 16, and Spencer Davidson with 14. We had Brody Vance with 4 points, Dylan Cozart with 4 points, Trent Meckel with 8, Riker Nelson with 6, and then John Nelson, Daniel Watson, and Colby Rice each chipped in with 2.
What did Mr. have?
Mr. had 16.
16. So 3 players in double figures or 4?
3 players, 3 in double figures. Nolan, Spencer, and Mr.
Mr. Wow. That is nice. That is nice.
Yep. Beloit was led in scoring by Caleb Burks with 20. Owen Eilert had 8. Quinn Eilert, 7. And Noah Gerster and Maddox Waters each with 2. Free throw line, the Lions finished tonight 5 out of 9.
Pretty good for us.
And Beloit finished the evening 8 for 13.
Wow, our percentage was better. What kind of rebounds did Nolan, Mr. Smith, and Spencer have?
I have Nolan with 6, Spencer with 7, and Mr. with 6.
Okay. So no double figures for either of them.
No double-figure rebounders. But again, awfully good balance there to have 3 guys with,
Yes.
with that.
That and there's a lot of things that we don't keep stats on that assist, just great ball movement. Spencer sees the floor so well. Fed Mr. numerous times. Nolan I saw fed him a few times. Just good ball movement. Just nice to see.
Well, again, as we talked at at halftime, when the guys move the ball and they're playing under at a speed, which they can play at a fast speed, but sometimes there's a little maybe too fast. But when they're playing fast and under control, their ball movement is as good as you're going to see.
Yeah.
Rebounds for the team. In the first half, we had rebounded Beloit 21-16. The second half, we rebounded them 20-12 for an overall 41-28 domination of the boards in the game. Turnovers, team-wise, we had 5 to their 12 in the first half, 8 to their 10 in the second half. So, we were better than them on the turnover margins, 13-22 for the game. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this game. The guys will be back in action Monday night, 5:30, at the Adolph Rupp tournament in Halstead. We'll plan on having that game as the Lions take on Winfield. I don't remember what their mascot is, and then the girls will be on tomorrow at 2 o'clock, hosting the Republic County Buffaloes. First the varsity, then the girls.
Have we ever gotten above 5th place in the Halstead?
No,
I didn't think so. So
we had 7th a couple times and 6th the last year. So.
Yeah, so it's a tough tournament.
Yes, it is.
So, well, congrats to the boys. Great victory tonight for both the boys and girls. Just awesome to see. Congrats to Minneapolis Lions. So for myself, Scott Osherman,
Dale Leach, and
Dale Henderson.
And thanks again, Dale, for subbing in tonight.
Sure,
we appreciate it.
Yep.
Looking forward to having you here with us tomorrow, too.
Not in Paula. Enjoy doing it.
Good night, folks.
I just realized you probably didn't. Did you get the player of the game? I'm sorry. Did I?